This is Dr. Gille from Boatland. Okay, we have the new distributor cap put on there. It still has the old nice little retaining thing. Dayton Electric Corporation. I never figured out what REMI stands for though. What I was talking about earlier, this guy, yeah, no little, well, back that up there. No little spring clippy on that one. That one's busted off, and then the one that goes down to the ignition module was pretty clobbered also. You're definitely going to want to go through the distributor at one point in time. The amplifier module inside, the wires going down to the pickup magnetic ring, they look nice and gnarly, and you know, these things always have the classic it breaks off, and certainly throw the thing on a curve. The weights that were on the mechanical advance were like immediate. They're really light, so that's no big deal. That worked out pretty good. I did put in all 8 spark plugs, and here the little gems are. Now we can see that they have a fair amount of corrosion. These 4 from the port side, and you know, the business end looks good for the most part. They're cocoa brown. Get out to the range there. Okay, that's better. But you can see the top end of these are just really nice and rusty because of, you know, bilge humidity and stuff. But the other thing that you got going on here, see this nice little black ring on here? This is telling me that there's blow-by from the exhaust gasket, because it's right in that range. It kind of sits down low, and actually, if we go over to here, this baby's from number 8, and so I went through. Yeah, you got to remember, you know, how this thing's sitting in here, and stuff. So it's just weird, you know, looking at what end of the boat is what, because I'm always trained that when I'm kind of leaning over the hood, it's always like, you know, engine's pointing towards me, but you're at the business end, it's like standing on the firewall. So anyhow, yeah, what's happening is I'm getting some exhaust manifold blow-by. I don't know if I got enough light down here to see what's going on. I mean, this thing doesn't make the tick 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 sound, but if you look down in here, I mean, this is the head, and then this is the manifold, and it's kind of like a little carbon black and stuff. These things are notorious. The old manifolds are notorious for blow-by, and it looks like it has just this poly gasket. Now, one of the problems is that I don't even know if this location is being screwed on. You actually have to look at the business end of one of these exhaust manifolds to see how they're bolted in. It's a real beautiful thing. What you have to do to remove this exhaust manifold is you have to take this end cap off, and you have to reach inside the manifold to get to the bolts. Yeah, so the bolts are actually wet. Yeah, it's a really wild thing. Actually, well, no. I mean, this one's got some, if I feel around the bottom here, I can feel some pipe plugs that are actually in line with the exhaust manifold bolts. So you pull the plug, yeah, these manifolds are not coming off of here with this thing in the boat. I don't see how you could do it, which is a real joy. But like I said, you know, pulling the motor, as long as you got the crane aspect of it, you can pull it out pretty easy. But yeah, to do the start in the manifolds, it's going to be yank the motor time. So that's it. So done with the tune-up for today. Done tinkering around. I'll do the hoses tomorrow, probably the carb the next day, and call it good. That's about all.